Welcome into Oxford, Mississippi. It's a very warm September afternoon, and the Wofford Terriers are taking on a team out of the Southeastern Conference. Today, the Terriers sitting at 1-0, coming off a victory at Tennessee Tech last week, will take on the 19th ranked Ole Miss Rebels. Interestingly, Wofford has been Division I since the mid-90s. This is just the second SEC team they will take on. They have played the University of South Carolina 4 times, and now they take on the Rebels, who come in with a record of 0-1 after a disappointing loss in Orlando on Monday when they couldn't hang on to a lead against Florida State. Can the Terriers give a team out of the big bad SEC a run for their money? We're about to find out. Here are your highlights.
Time is short. About ready to kick this thing off. Big thing that I want you to understand is you're prepared for this moment. It's a great opportunity, and I want you to go out there and play your tails off. Just execute. Do what you've been coached to do. Do what you've been coached to do. There's no doubt in my mind that if you do that, things are going to work out. You've got to understand that there will be trials and tribulations in this ball game. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Try to stay in the moment. Try to be where your cleats are. Try to understand that no matter how bad it looks, we got a will, we'll have a way.
Chad Kelly out of the gun with a single back on 1st and 10, will hand it away, and the ball carrier Akeem Judd is smacked at the line of scrimmage. Datavius Wilson limits him to absolutely no gain. That was a man-sized hit by Wofford freshman. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Wofford 26. High snap to Kelly out of the gun, and on the quarterback draw, he is wrapped up and dropped in the backfield by Miles Brown. Got him by the thighs. Now Ole Miss knocking on the door after that long pass on 3rd and long. 2nd and goal from the 6. Twins right, a single man to the left. They go out of the pistol, and a fake of the give to Brasley. Kelly will shuffle to his right, throw to the near side, caught by Pack, and he'll take it in from the 3. It's Wofford from their 23, trying to avoid a 3-and-out wingbone this time with Lorenzo Long, your fullback. Wideouts either side. Ole Miss 2 linemen down. They put 4 on the line. Fake of the dive, pitch far corner. Gay gets a block out front, hurdles a tackler at the 27, and he's got a 1st down across the 30 out to the 32. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Butler from the gun with 2 backs. Play action, cuts it upfield after shuffling to his right, and he's in the open, back to his left. He's to the 45, to the 40, he's hit. The ball comes out, it is loose at the far sideline. Did Ole Miss just recover it, yes or no?
I don't think they did.
Are they going to say he was down before the ball came out? The officials are talking it over.
Yep, move it back. Wofford keeps the ball.
2 backs behind Butler out of the gun. Shotgun snap coming. And it's a fake of the dive, pitch right corner, and a 1st down run for Chase Nelson inside the 15, inside the 10, out of bounds at the Ole Miss 8. This will be an attempt of 29 yards from the right hash mark. Spot down by Sanders. Plenty of distance on the kick, and it is good. The Terriers have their first points of the afternoon. So the Terriers with a couple of strong running plays to start their drive here in the 3rd quarter. Opening possession of the 3rd. Ole Miss leading 24-3. 1st and 10, Wofford from the 36, left hash. Out of the gun, Butler, 2 backs. Runs the option right, wide side of the field, toss to the corner. Hunter Wyndham has room. He's to the 40, 45. Wyndham will go out of bounds, far sideline, inside the 50. Down to the Ole Miss 48 before Munyeo makes the tackle. And in motion, coming toward the far side, handoff to Penniman, and he'll be roped and tied in the backfield. It is 4th down. He is dropped at the 7-yard line as John Patterson got in there. Terriers will operate out of the wing bone on 1st down. Play action. He'll throw in a leaping catch made by Lennox McAfee at the 21-yard line. Butler will go out of the gun. 3rd and 5 from the 17. 2 backs behind him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ole Miss 4 on the line of scrimmage. Butler running the option left, has a seam, breaks the tackle at the 10, to the 5, bangs into the defender at the 1, and he's in. Touchdown Terriers. Brad Butler scores a 17-yard touchdown run.
Terriers have scored 4 touchdowns this year. Brad Butler's got all of them.
Yeah. Butler with a hard run into the end zone, and Wofford, for the first time today, is in the end zone. Lindsey wide right, one receiver goes to the left, wing bone again. Double play action for Goodson, stands in the pocket, throws to the far side. Cleary has it, beats a man, down the sideline he goes. 50, 40, he will be ankle tackled from behind at the Ole Miss 41-yard line. Cole Cleary showing a burst of speed. That reception goes for 27. Cam Ordway, a defensive back, caught him from behind. Boy, he curled in after making that catch. Very nicely done. This attempt will be from the 40-yard line, a 50-yard kick from the left hash out of the hold of Sanders. Trying for his second made field goal of the day. Spot down, kick on the way, plenty of distance, and he got it. David Marvin with a 50-yard field goal. Here's a bright spot. Wofford. Second down and 8 for the Rebels from their 27. Pellerin from the gun with a back sidecar right. He wants to throw. Has time, going to air it out near sideline, has a man, but it is intercepted. Dominique Lemon with a leaping interception in front of the receiver at the 29-yard line in the Terrier end of the field.
You know what that was? Hugh Freeze was like, you're going to call a timeout there. I'm throwing it deep. I'm going to try to put some more points on the board. And Dominique Lemon said, not so fast. And had perfect coverage on the receiver out there. Ball a little bit underthrown. Dominique Lemon with a beautiful interception.
Coach, when you play a team with that kind of speed, that kind of size, sometimes it's hard to figure out how well you did until you see the film. When you look back at the first half especially, what was Ole Miss doing so effectively that made things difficult for your defense?
Well, they kept converting those third down plays. From an offensive standpoint, we wasn't as consistent as we needed to be. We were still trying to figure out how they were going to play their defense against us. We'd never played against them, and we really didn't have that much background on them. I thought that overall we did some good things, but we could have done so much better. And I'm not bragging or anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth. I've seen those kids play better, and you can't expect to miss tackles and be a championship team. You can't expect to be in a situation where you're not in sync from an offensive standpoint. You need a pitch back to be in pitch phase, and he's late. You can't do those things. You gotta be a quality team, minute after minute for 4 quarters, and we were too up and down, way too up and down.
All that being said, did you see some things you can build on heading into next week and beyond?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, but you know, the thing that we'll look back on that the kids will see from the film, they're a much better team than what they showed, and we're going to have to get some guys, quite frankly, that they're going to be able to tackle in space. You know, that they do a great job of picking on you and showing your deficit, and you know, we gotta continue to get better fundamentally.
Good day for your kickers. Brian Sanders pinned him deep with his punts, and then David Marvin with a 50-yard field goal. That has to be something.
Well, yeah, it would have been a great day if we had covered better. As far as on our kickoff cover. And again, you know, part of that problem is guys not doing what they've been coached to do, getting out of lanes and all that stuff. So we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of potential with this team, a lot of potential, but you know as well as I do, potential and what, about $1.50 might get you coffee down at Starbucks. So we got work to do.
Sounds like most of it's not easily, but most of it can be corrected.
Well, it's not brain surgery, I promise you. You know, getting in your legs, keeping a base, being fundamentally sound, understanding your assignment, all those things are doable.
Coach, thanks for your time. See you next week.
Thanks.
So the Terriers go on the road against a team out of the SEC and drop one to Ole Miss, 38-13. Wofford falling to 1-1 on the season. The Terriers will play their final non-conference game of the year next Saturday in their home opener at Gibbs Stadium when they play host to Johnson C. Smith. The Tigers will come in for a 3 o'clock kickoff, and we'll have coverage on the Wofford IMG digital platform beginning at 2:30. I'm Mark Hauser. Thanks for watching Terrier Vision.